So Trump has a couple novel ways of how to pay his mounting legal bills across his many cases. To start, let's jump back 2 weeks ago when this was what Trump and his team said on the topic.
A resolution to formally ban Trump from spending RNC money on legal fees never saw a vote. Republicans instead take Trump at his word.
The Trump campaign has confirmed that indeed they have no plans to spend any RNC dollars on it and will not do it. And we appreciate that very much.
Anyone who gives any money to the RNC, can you assure them or not that nothing will be used for the former president's legal proceedings?
Look, the president's campaign has made it perfectly clear that they are not going to ask for any of those legal funds to be coming out of the RNC. So that's a done deal.
You are never going to guess what happened next.
Before we continue with the story, we depend on members to keep on going. Don't wait. Click join now on YouTube.
That's right. Trump is going back on his word. What happened in between? Laura Trump became co-chair of the RNC. Now, some details. Donald Trump's new joint fundraising agreement with the RNC directs donations to his campaign and a political action committee that pays the former president's legal bills before the RNC gets a cut, according to a fundraising invitation obtained by the AP. Trump has invited high-dollar donors to Palm Beach, Florida, for an April 6th fundraiser that comes as his fundraising is well behind President Joe Biden's and National Democrats. The invitation's fine print says donations to the Trump 47 committee will first be used to give the maximum amount allowed under federal law to Trump's campaign. Anything left over from the donation next goes toward a maximum contribution to Save America, and then anything left from there goes to the RNC and then to state political parties. Trump's campaign has an insane defense to this. The Trump campaign noted that Save America spends on expenses other than legal fees and that donors to the April fundraiser who contribute the suggested $814,600 per person or $250,000 per person will only have $5,000 of their donation going to Save America, sending hundreds of thousands of dollars to the RNC. Save America could use that money. Trump's Save America Leadership PAC, the political committee that now functions primarily as his legal slush fund, reported paying lawyers, $5.6 million last month, according to FEC filings. That's well above the $5 million total the PAC raised in the same period. PAC ended the month with roughly $4 million in the bank. I mean, Brett, can you believe this? Trump said he wasn't going to take RNC money to pay his legal bills and now he's doing it. He's a liar. He's a hypocrite.
So good. It's a hostile takeover. These are the barbarians that got through the gate, my friends. Like, it's so funny that the RNC is like the business party, right? They're the ones of like business, and there should be an unfettered free market capitalism, and that's really what should govern how America works. That's the one thing they care about. They pretend to care about God and abortions and whatever, but they don't. They only care about money. And that exact ethos is what Trump employed to take over the party. People say like, I want the government to run like a business. Well, it is the Republican National Convention is now run like a business, but that business is run by the super shadiest businessman who just comes in and sucks everything out for himself. Like, this is what happens when the economy they want takes over their own party. Trump is essentially the vulture capitalist who is taking all the value out and using it for himself. And they're all gonna start crying. And they were like, and the truth is, at the end of it, they just don't have the power. Trump has the power. What they forgot to do as part of the RNC is be dynamic, and the Republican politicians forgot to be entertaining and be engaging and be talented. And they got a guy that showed up and just stuck it to them, got people excited about being a Republican again. And he never was doing that to save America, make America great again. He was only doing that for himself. And the negative externality of that for the RNC is that the money's gonna go pay Trump's lawyers because Trump is a charlatan and he is a convicted fraudster.
Yeah, well, he did try, like cancer patients or people in bankruptcy, to
cut his teeth. He cut his teeth on kids' charities.
Yeah, well, he did try the GoFundMe route, which is sadly a last resort for a lot of people, including Trump. But he fell just a little bit shy of his goal. He raised 1.8 million of the 355 million of their target amount to pay off his judgment. But this week, his campaign sent out a new fundraising appeal. It goes on to say, so before the day is over, I'm calling on 1 million pro-Trump patriots to chip in and say, stop the witch hunt against President Trump. All we need, it's an easy plan, Brett. We just need 1 million people to donate $355. I think they can do it.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. Like, that's so sad. This is by and large the same party whose constituents give every last dollar to, like, a mega preacher. And this whole thing is not that different. The DNA of supporting Trump, a billionaire, to care about you is the same as like those prosperity gospel preachers who you give money to save you forever. I do want to show graphic 8 again. Is this the image that they chose to represent their GoFundMe? Like, instead of them looking defiant and proud, it just looks like the photo looks like they just found out no one donated to the GoFundMe. Yeah, no one bought any muffins at our big sale.
Trump is sad. Donate now.
It's so bad. It's tough. I don't like it when, I think there's something weirdly karmic about me celebrating, bad for my karma about me celebrating about someone hitting financial ruin, but I just don't have confidence that he'll ever actually pay the consequences. If he does, it'll be like, it won't feel real until much, much later. But this all seems like the road to Trump not being rich anymore.
Yeah, it is enjoyable, but he still might be president despite that, which is horrifying.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.